Hello, goaltenders. Today's video is my thoughts on if you should hold your feet on high shots or if you should butterfly. Now, the argument for butterflying is if you have appropriate depth with your feet set to maintain that depth when the shot is released, that in your butterfly, the shot should not be able to go into the net. Yes, that is true. However, everything has to go perfect with your stance. If you're too wide and your balance is off, you give up the net. If your hands are back, you give up too much of the net. So everything has to go perfect in your save selection, in your butterfly, for you to cover the net, the top of the net on a high shot. I just think that's very hard to do. We aim for perfect, but rarely do we attain perfection. And my argument, which my belief is you hold your feet on high shots, is the impact on your body. In a game, okay, maybe not as much, but if you add up all the high shots in practice, every day, every week, every month through a whole season, and then add on top of that all the shots in the game, that's wear and tear on your body that you can prevent. And it will mitigate your risk of injury, and it will add years onto your career. Regardless of how old you are, it's never too early to get into the habit of holding your feet, as I call it, when you read the release and the shot is high. And I want to show you here an example of this and some technique within it that's really important to having success. So this is Naomi, who plays for Nepean. So a couple keys here are your feet and your upper body. So first, you want to have your weight forward in your stance, but then you want to shift your weight into the shot while keeping your hands steady and in front of you. So you end up over top of the puck, as you can see she is here, versus just reaching at it. This is more efficient being over top. And then the feet. If your feet are too wide, you can't hold your feet on high shots. As you noticed at the start of the clip, Naomi here was in a pretty narrow stance, what we call the present, and then as the shot was released, she started to press, get a little bit wider. But you're going to see here as I hit play, as she shifts her weight, she brings her feet back under her, which allows her to hold her feet. So hopefully this makes sense. This is my belief. I think, for the reasons that I mentioned, one, it helps you mitigate risk of injury, and two, I just believe it helps you maximize coverage of the top of the net. Not many goalies do it, and the reason is it's never practiced. I ask goalies how many times you deliberately practice making saves on your feet, and it's not done. So I think if you can incorporate this into practice, over time, it'll become a pro habit, and you'll take your game to the next level.